Wait a minute, what just happened? Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down the top 10 massive plot holes in British movies. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the most egregious oversights in narrative logic in popular films that left a lot of people scratching their heads. Please note, there are plenty of spoilers ahead. Number 10. Judge Anderson's Limitations, Dredd. Plot hole aside, this is a spectacularly underrated movie that everyone should really check out, with the plot focused on Judge Dredd, played by Carl Urban, training rookie Anderson, played by Olivia Thirlby. Anderson is a psychic who doesn't wear the trademark helmet because she claims it interferes with her abilities. Fair enough.
Lower your gun, rookie. I'm your backup.
However, later on she reads the minds of other judges who are very much wearing their helmets without any difficulty. Does the helmet issue not work both ways? Might want to give that helmet another try, Anderson. Also, they sure worry a lot about ammo considering they're in a building full of guns and ammunition.
No, don't tell me, tell Control.
Number 9. HAL 9000 Illegal Error, 2001 A Space Odyssey. One of the most famous sci-fi films ever made also gave birth to the granddaddy of sinister AIs, the HAL 9000. A creepy computer that we're told is foolproof and incapable of error, before it inevitably tries to kill the astronauts on board. Later, HAL interferes with life support, subsequently killing off several crew members in suspended animation. A screen then lights up with the words "computer malfunction." So, it was programmed to be capable of making errors, or it wasn't. If HAL was incapable of error, it wouldn't need a computer malfunction screen, surely. Oh well, a masterpiece nonetheless.
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Number 8. License to Baffle, Skyfall. Would it be a Bond film without convoluted master plans? Probably not, but this particular film pushes it to the limit. In Skyfall, Raoul Silva, played by Javier Bardem, plans to kill Judi Dench's M. Simple enough, right? Nope, the plan's too complicated to list all its faults, but it requires Bond, Daniel Craig, to do very specific things at specific times. If he failed at any point, the plan would have unraveled there and then. It also requires Silva to know very specific details, like what kind of cell would hold him, and that his laptop will be hooked up to the M6 server to allow his escape.
So it's a job well done. Well, I'm not saying it's all gone perfectly, but...
We love a good criminal mastermind, but this is just absurd. Number 7. The Healthy Police Force, The Dark Knight Rises. Bane, played by Tom Hardy, takes over Gotham City and leaves Batman, Christian Bale, in an underground prison on the other side of the world with a broken back. Bane then lures the entire Gotham police force into the sewers and traps him there. Months pass and Batman overcomes his broken back, as one does when one is Batman, and escapes. But then in the next scene he arrives in Gotham to save the trapped police officers who are all clean shaven and not at all starved to death. What? Either Bane provided excellent hospitality or Batman's a time traveller. Number 6. The only policeman in the village, the Wicker Man. Poor old fanatically religious Sergeant Howie, who we might add was played brilliantly by Edward Woodward. He was only trying to do his job. In the film, Howie goes to the pagan island of Summerisle to investigate the disappearance of a girl. It's a great setup for a chilling and unusual horror.
Can I do anything for you, Sergeant?
Oh, I doubt it. Seeing it all raving mad.
But given the severity of the crime, wouldn't you, I don't know, take backup?
I shall be back shortly with some more police officers.
One policeman looking around an entire island? At the very least, you'd phone for help once things started to get weird and dicey. Number 5. Recognizing your enemies on Her Majesty's Secret Service. This entry sees George Lazenby taking over from Connery as 007 and journeying to the Alps to meet his arch nemesis, Blofeld, played by Telly Savalas. The two interact as if they've never met before. And yet, since From Russia with Love, Blofeld has been aware of Bond's appearance and the two had had one of film history's most famous confrontations just 2 years earlier in You Only Live Twice.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Here's the thing, in the novel chronology, the order of these two stories is reversed. Furthermore, Bond was allegedly originally supposed to have had plastic surgery, but the idea was dropped. Yep, it would have been odd, but at least it would have made more sense. Number 4. Bad Coffin, Dracula. This one's simple. There's a cross on Dracula's coffin. Didn't the designers know anything about vampires? In the film, Dracula ends up using a coffin in the Undertaker's cellar, only it's adorned with a large cross. Given this decorative touch, he shouldn't have been able to get near the thing, let alone touch it, right? Now, some of you might be saying, well, what if it wasn't blessed? Well, by the end of the film, Peter Cushing is using 2 candlesticks as a cross and getting the desired effect, so the rules seem pretty flexible in general. Number 3, microwave mistakes, Batman Begins. There's no denying Christopher Nolan's take on The Dark Knight was a runaway success and game changer for comic book movies and blockbusters in general, but it's not perfect. The antagonists use a military gadget called the microwave emitter, which vaporizes water. The plan is to attach it to Gotham City's monorail, vaporizing the city's water supply, which will subsequently release a powerful toxic hallucinogen, causing the people to lose their minds. Yeah, problem is, humans are roughly 70% water, so rather than go mad, shouldn't they just die when the emitter works?
Why haven't we felt the effects?
Number 2, you're a Time Lord Harry, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. In this 3rd installment of the Wizarding School saga, Emma Watson's Hermione is given a magical device that enables her to time travel, so she can attend her classes and defy her conflicting timetable. Pretty neat, eh? It's later used to travel back and save a hippogriff from execution and Gary Oldman's Sirius Black from imprisonment. Problem is, no proper explanation other than, when meddled with, it's dangerous, is given as to why they couldn't just use it to go back and save Harry's parents or stop Voldemort entirely.
That would have been remarkable.
Number 1, Robot Crew, Alien. Yes, even this seminal masterpiece isn't immune to making mistakes. In the film, the crew of the Nostromo pick up a lifeform which promptly starts attacking people. Later, the character Ash, played by Ian Holm, is revealed to be a robot who betrays everyone.
It's a robot! Ash is a goddamn robot!
If you have access to robots, however, why wouldn't you use them for your entire crew? Surely it would make things go more smoothly, and eliminate many of the dangers. And if the secret objective was to pick up something so valuable but potentially volatile, why wouldn't you send them heavily armed with appropriate equipment, rather than on a big expensive ship full of precious cargo? Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.